And welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. We're going to do a little unboxing here of a Glowtime LED alarm clock. This is a little cube that's colorful and I think it fluctuates like a rainbow pattern. It's an idea I've got for a project I'm working on, which might add a little interesting flair to something that I think will work. And I saw this listed on Amazon, and a lot of the reviews were quite negative, and one guy even did a thing saying, do not buy this, it is a piece of junk. For my purposes, I think as long as it glows, I'll be happy. So that's really all I need it to do. Like if it can just fluctuate among those colors, that's exactly what I need from it. So if it tells the time, that's a bonus. I don't really care. So I thought, well, there's hardly any actual video reviews of this thing. Let's open it up and let's see how bad it is. Got a manual. Oh, it comes with batteries. There's a bonus right there. And the clock itself, nothing else in there. There's the clock. It does feel quite cheap little plastic stuff display there. I'm assuming that'll light up. They say the buttons are really hard to work with, and I can kind of see. I don't know if you can make that out, but yeah, there's a bunch of buttons there. Ooh, they're all rubbery. Ew, that's weird. Okay. Yeah, do you make out that they're kind of wiggling around there? But okay, whatever. And then it'll just sit. So we'll throw the batteries in. Needs a little tiny screwdriver. And then we'll see if we can set the time and if this thing also glows. Okay, so one very tiny Phillips screwdriver later. Second battery in. Oh! It's already, wow, that's noisy and loud. But it's already sprung to life. Okay, so maybe that does the clock part, and then the final battery does the glow, maybe? Let's have a look. Nope, it just seems to have taken all three batteries, and that's all it needs. All right, let's put the panel back on. Okay, that's that on. And there is the basic, but how do you make it glow? I mean, I'm going to check the instructions in a second. These things even, well, these even say down here, we got up, down, set, alarm, tap. So if you tap it, is it going to do something? Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, okay, there are colors happening. At least two of them anyway. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's cycling among the colors. That's pretty cool. Okay, well, we'll get back to that. So what do I do? Do I tap that to stop it? How do I get it to stop? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's, but those little controls there are very wiggly and weird. Let me set the time on this thing here. Okay, so date and time is set in there, and I just want to try out the glow feature. I think, according to the instructions, when you have the clock sitting there doing its thing normally, and then if you wanted to make it glow, you would just tap it, and it would go through its colors. Let me just kill the lights here so that you can get more of the effect. There you go. And it'll cycle through. Very, very dark green. It's getting brighter. And apparently it'll do this for a minute and then it'll turn off. Wow, that was very short. Let me try it again. There we go. So that's gonna do that, and then does it change to another color? Yeah, it's a little bit of a red. Okay, so that's probably why people are complaining. It doesn't stay the new color very long. And those little weird rubbery controls are quite weird. Those little, they're like doll fingers or something. I don't know. Anyway, but there it is. It does sort of work. It does what I need it to do. Another little close-up shot just to give you an idea of the glow, the color. But it doesn't stay that color for very long. Like, the instructions say it'll last for a minute. It doesn't even last that long. What have I been talking? 10 seconds, and it's sort of gone already. Could be old batteries. We'll see about that. But that's, it's a little bit I guess maybe it's there to, like, if you're in the middle of your sleep, you just want to tap it to say, okay, that's what time it is. Now I want to go back to sleep. And it'll slowly dim. It seems a little odd. There is an alarm in here, but I'm not going to bother setting that. I was kind of hoping for something that would stay glowing for a while. Maybe there's a way to overwrite that. We'll see. But there we go. That is the Glow Time LED alarm clock. You can get these online. It was actually my sister who bought me this one, and I'm very, very appreciative. It was only about $10, and you know what? It's about a $10 clock. It certainly will serve my purposes. If I can find a way to defeat the timeout so that it actually stays glowing longer periods, that'll be awesome. We'll figure that out. But yeah, you know what? It'll sort of suffice for what I'm planning out of it, I hope. Anyway, we'll leave it there. So until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.